I get single rep here, so I think it just kind of gets you ready for the next level each and every single day.
Right. I mean, I think there's always been talent there, and so now it's cool to see guys like you said, myself and Will, and then there's going to be a few more guys coming up to go on and have success at this level. And so, like I said, I think there's always been talent there, and so now it's cool just to see us, get recognized.
Yeah, I'll go with the Jags and
say that one more time. I mean, I knew regardless of if I was at Ohio State or Syracuse, I was going to make a big jump from year one to year two. I was very confident in that. And so I think having a year of experience starting at Ohio State under my belt, I don't think you can get much more prepared than that. I mean, that's a great experience. And so just using that and learning from it, I was super critical watching myself from Ohio State and attacking the areas that I need to improve upon. And, just the success that I had last year really wasn't a surprise to me. So just what I went through at Ohio State, and then just using all of that to help me out at Syracuse. Yeah, no, it wasn't easy. When you pour 3 years of blood, sweat, and tears into a program, and you create a lot of great relationships there with the players and the coaching staff and the support staff. It wasn't an easy decision to leave, but I think it worked out for me. It worked out for them. So I think all around it was the right thing to do. Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. I mean, obviously, those are my guys, and so seeing them accomplish that goal was sweet. Knowing how bad they worked for it, and so, like I said, I mean, I had a great year, and they had a great year, and so, it was just cool to see everybody win. To be honest. I mean, after we lost to Michigan, it really wasn't on my radar at all, to be honest with you. It kind of transpired pretty quickly over that weekend, the conference championship weekend. And then I know most guys get in the portal and know where they're going to school. That wasn't the case for me. Like, I got in, had literally no clue where I was going to end up. And so put my name in the portal at midnight on that Monday, and then Coach Fran was sitting in my living room the next day. So the turnaround was pretty quick, and it's like college or high school recruiting on steroids, because you have to make your decision in a week or so. So yeah, I mean, it was definitely a wild ride. Yeah, I mean, obviously, it wasn't an easy conversation, and he's someone that I respect a ton, and so I'm going to keep the details of all that kind of private, but like I said, it was cool seeing him win, and then I know that RJ Day, actually his son, reached out to me and congratulated me on a great season as well. So I know people try to make it seem like we hate each other or whatever, but that's not the case at all. So I know I was rooting for him all season long, and I know he was rooting for me as well. Yeah, I mean, I'll be the first person to admit, I didn't play my best football at Ohio State, and I knew that. And, I think a lot of the mistakes looking back on it was just, year one starting mistakes, which, is kind of, I wouldn't say expected, but, not the craziest thing in the world. And so, like I mentioned earlier, when I went back and I was watching the film, coming into like this time last year, I knew all the mistakes were correctable, and so I really attacked it. I was, completely, honest with myself and knew what I needed to improve upon, and so that's exactly what I did. Yeah, I mean, I think honestly, once you play quarterback at Ohio State, you're sort of always under the microscope, regardless of where you go. And so, going through and playing 3 years and starting for one at Ohio State, you just kind of carry that same mentality around. You kind of just assume that, you're under the microscope everywhere you go. And so, it definitely helps you for the NFL, because, it's, just like that. I mean, it's, damn near NFL program. So, yeah, just carrying that experience, wherever I go.
Kyle, you talked about the difficulty of leaving those people that you had long relationships with. How did you go about building new relationships with new teammates, new staff members, and doing so quickly and trying to become a leader of Syracuse right away?
The most important thing for me was just to showcase my work ethic off the bat, and so whether that was being the first guy in the weight room, the last guy to leave, or watching extra film, whatever it was, just making sure my teammates see that. And then on top of that, I think the second most important thing was just creating those relationships with guys. And so, you know, when you're in the game and you need to get on somebody, they know it's coming from a genuine place. And so, you know, it happened pretty quickly. We spent a ton of time around each other, and you know, I think obviously the result, you know, going 10 wins, finishing top 20 in the nation, you know, showed itself.
Kyle, can you tell me?
Holding the ball too long, you said? Yeah, I mean, I think when you're in the pocket, there's definitely a benefit to getting the ball out on time. You know, making the defense swarm to a 4-yard catch, and you know, 4-yard catch can turn to 7, 8, you know, plus yard gain, and so there's definitely benefit to that. But at the same time, you watch the biggest plays in the biggest games. A lot of them are off-schedule plays, and so if the read's not there, you know, you go 1, 2 to 3, and it's not there. If you can get out and extend plays and make the DBs cover for 6, 7 seconds down the field, you know, the success rate of an explosive goes through the roof.
What do you thought about this draft process?
What's that? I'd say